What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber. As always, guys, welcome back. I appreciate the support. Guys, the channel has grown to 41,000 strong as a family. And I'm so proud of you guys for investing your time and energy in hearing me talk. And hopefully you guys are learning something. 40,000 subscribers is a huge feat. Now, we see a lot of subscribers on a lot of other channels in the hundreds of thousands. And I hope that's my, I reach those heights one day. But today, this video, it's going to sound a little bit off of how I usually am. But I want to use this as a teaching moment for a lot of what I talk about. Even though I have 41,000 subscribers, ladies and gentlemen, I cannot please everyone. I'm not going to change the direction in which I speak and the topics I speak on because they are very important. And even though I'm in my bedroom, a spare bedroom at that, in my place, I'll offer you the best advice. Some of it was handed down to me and what I've learned over my 50 years on this planet. Now, what I'm talking about is, and I don't usually do this, I'll probably do this once and that's it. But I just want to give you guys a little bit of how I am and how I think. I received an email tonight from someone, and they know who they are. I don't want to say their name. It's a woman. I can tell it's a black woman. And we're going to address this. So I'm going to read this to you guys. And then we're going to come back and talk about it. It says here, now I had to download it onto my laptop so I can read it with you guys. She says, I seen a few of your videos and I feel a need to comment. No problem. First, you say you've been incarcerated before, which means you realize you've done some wrong things yourself. Yet you judge Carlee Russell mercilessly. I saw your video on a parent who killed a 10-year-old child. There are no words that really say how much it hurts when children fall victim, especially at the hands of those who are meant to protect and love them. Broken heart emoji. But what I'm not going to let you slide with is the way you kept citing the black community. Stop the bullshit. Because I grew up in a black community. Pay attention. An amazing community. I knew every parent, family for blocks. My parents and grandparents knew everyone. We helped each other. We looked out for each other. Today is a very different time in the world. God said it would be this way. These things are happening everywhere, in every community. I'm tired of black men who are not without wrong, being so judgmental. We are all entitled to our own opinions, but it does not mean we are right. Yes, this was disgusting. I can't fathom a child being hurt, killed by anyone, let alone a parent, family member. I won't let you blame the entire community. One who had nothing to do with what this woman chose to do. For too long, society has used the black community, listen close, as a scapegoat. Everything that was and is wrong is always our fault. No, it's not. Do we have faults? Absolutely. As does every community. Pay attention. Stop pointing fingers and start talking responsibly. So if there's something you can do to resolve an issue before you fix your mouth to judge people who don't deserve your judgment, you had to make quite a bit of money, pay attention, regarding Carlee Russell. Yes. And there was a lot of those videos you made. Carlee was wrong for what she did, but you have been wrong yourself. Would you like people to put your wrongs in a video? I'm just saying, remember that you're not without wrong when you're judging other people, and please leave the black community out of it. This is why I decided to make this video, this last part. Watch. Her neighbor appeared to be non-black, so stop dragging black communities into your bullshit ass opinion. And that was what she left me. Her name is Miss Davis, if that's her real name. Now, I'm going to address this piece by piece, and I'm not going to hold back. And I'm going to be dead honest. I'm not upset with what you said, Miss Davis, or whoever you are. I'm upset with two things: the hypocrisy in what you wrote, and second of all, the lack of accountability in which you came at me with. Let's get something straight. This is my channel. I'm not going to pander for any race or any topic. If you want somebody that's going to pander to you and play that race baiting bullshit, you can go watch Young Turks. And what's my man name? What's his name? I can't remember his name right now. The guy with the glasses. You can go to his channel and have him kiss and lick your ass. You won't get that here. We need a dose of reality, because it stares us in the face every goddamn day. A child is shot. A woman is destroyed. So on and so forth. We're losing our people at an alarming rate. And here you come with this bullshit to me. You're talking to the wrong people. You want to get on your soapbox? Leave that cozy community you said you grew up in, where everybody knew everybody and it was paradise on earth, and go to one of these war zones. Go there. Camden, New Jersey, where I'm from. Kensington, where you get a bunch of zombies, regardless of the race, being affected by drugs. Memphis, where Tyree Nichols got beat for nothing. You bringing up Carly Russell. Are you serious? You got a lot of videos on Carly Russell. I know you made money off of what you mad because you ain't make money off of. Let me tell y'all something right now. I'm going to tell you something. As far as monetization, nobody knows this except a few people that I talk to on YouTube. I don't get monetized until the first 2 weeks after the videos taper down. So I don't get that big YouTube money like everybody else, because my mission on YouTube wasn't to make the money like that. I had money before I got on here. This was a stock market channel, and I fully invested in investing in myself for generational wealth for my children's children. So I'm not some average dude that's just on here talking stuff to sit up here and make it like, oh, look at me, I want attention on here. I have a method to my madness. And if you want to know, you could have asked for my number. We could have talked this out. Seriously. You sitting up here. I'm so tired of black men who are without sin. Listen, I'm not religious, sweetie. And no offense to anybody that's religious out there. I'm not religious. So you can't guilt me with the God stuff. You can't. I'm very universal. I'm a universal being. I believe in nature and all that other stuff and the natural order of things. Universal law doesn't exist. But you can't sit up here and act like you're an advocate against God and the devil when you deal with organized religion on a level like this and try to come at me, because it's like you speaking another language to me. And that ain't no strike against anybody that believes in God or is Christian or Catholic or anything, because everything has its natural order in place on the planet for everybody. For me, it's not like that. But for her to sit up here, look how hypocritical this is. Stop pointing fingers and blaming the black community. Every other community has their own problems. They do. But let me say this real quick. The difference between other communities and us is we don't show our business on social media. You go on World Star Hip Hop, count how many videos is black people doing crazy stuff. Now, granted, there are other communities doing this because you got to remember, if you are an American citizen, you're in the same rat race as everybody else. Except, well, a lot of times other races don't put their business out on social media and create a lot of trends that humanize each other as people or objectize each other, women, as objects. I'm just calling it out. Each race got their own problems. Let that race talk about them problems. I'm a member of the black race. I'm going to talk about it. Dr. Rashard Ritchie, that's the one. You can go listen to Dr. Rashard Ritchie with the kings and queen bullshit. Everybody want to be, when somebody get on here and they say kings and queens and all this, everybody, while your kingdoms look like shit. Think about it. You want to jump up here? You sitting up here coming from a religious standpoint, but you sound like you got pro-black values. Man, by all means, you could start your own channel and get your own supporters because there's a market for that, but you won't find that on my channel. You won't. Did I go to jail? Yes. I went to federal prison. Yes. It was the best thing that happened to me because I learned from it. She says, oh, you wouldn't like if anybody called your faults out. I wouldn't have no problem with it because when I was doing that shit, I should have been called out. Maybe if I had somebody to talk to me when I was doing my crimes out in the street at a later age in my goddamn life, when I should know better, I wouldn't be in the position I was in. But I learned from it and it helped build me to where I am. And I only went one time. I wasn't a repeat offender. And on top of that, the time I went in prison was for somebody else, a black woman, because she had kids and I volunteered to cut a deal to do the time for her because I didn't want to break up another black family. So before you look in the trunk and tell me what it is under that sheet, pull it back first. Nobody want to talk about the problems. Shh, don't say nothing. Why you with? I'm going to tell you something. The only reason why people do that is because somebody they know or they themselves feel a certain type of way when you shake the cup and the water gets ruffled. It affects their biorhythm. What's your problem? I've seen a few of your videos. Ma'am, I think you've seen a lot of my videos because you sitting up here counting my views and all this other stuff. No thing. Parents, grandparents, no, good for fucking you. A lot of us didn't have that. A lot of these kids don't have fathers in their lives. They're misguided. They are. Looking for leadership. That's why gangs are on the rise and all this other stuff. A lot of single parents and mothers out there are overwhelmed to the breaking point. Having regrets of even having their own children because they made the wrong decision in life back then of who they had the kids by, and they wish they could do it over. Everybody's like that. So what's wrong with talking about it? How does the problem ever get fixed if we don't even call the stuff out? You're judging Carly Russell. So the fuck what? You ain't? You shouldn't judge people. Everybody needs judgment or seeks it at some time. I bet if your ass got in a bad car accident by $1 billion corporation, you'll run in front of a judge to judge them to get you some money or a lawsuit. See the hypocrisy? Stupid stuff. I don't have time for this, Ma. I don't. I'm on YouTube because I want to be on here, not because I have to. I speak from the heart, and I have no problem with you. I'm not expecting an apology. I just want some understanding. You sat up here and hypocritically said, let me look on here and said, she said, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. That just shut down every damn thing you said, ma'am. Let's keep it real. Then at the end, you're going to come with a sneak diss. Oh, her neighbor in the video I did about the 10-year-old and lady putting the baby, the 10-year-old in the garbage can. Her neighbor was white, so what her word doesn't mean nothing? See, this is the problem we got. Too many black people try to compare themselves to white people. You cannot do that. You can't. You can't. Color and culture. You can't. They don't think like we do unless they've been intermingled with us. They can't. And they got their own problems. Like we got our own problems. But ours seem a little bit more severe because we're eating each other fucking alive. And if you can't understand that, man, God help you. The same when you tried to guilt me with. It is what it is. For far too long, the society has used the black community as a scapegoat. Are you fucking kidding me? So basically what she's saying is nobody black because we're all human beings and nobody can judge but God. Shouldn't say anything about what's going on around us that affects us and concerns us about going into the future and being a stronger social group. See? Silly stuff. People say, there's a problem out here. Nobody wants to address this. Is exactly what I'm talking about. She'll come and attack me, a regular dude, and then say, oh, you can go do something. You can go do something too, man. I thought I was doing something on here. If I could say one thing that make you remember, make you think, just to make a better executive decision tomorrow, I feel good. I honestly do. Because I helped somebody. See, people like this think giving back to the community is giving money. And it's not. It's giving knowledge. And pointing out things a lot of people can do to fix themselves. I don't blame nobody for my problems. I look in the fucking mirror. Maybe you need to too. I'm Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Ms. Davis, no offense. I still love you, sis. But I mean, I think you was wrong, and the way you wrote this was out of your anger and all this stuff. It is what it is. Guys, I apologize for this. I had to say something because this is a teaching moment to where you got to see some people jump both sides of the fence. When the video is good and you're praising them, but when you speak from the heart and tell the truth on a lot of topics, they don't agree with it. It is what it is. See you guys in the next video. I apologize for going off, but I mean, I had to talk about this. And this will be the last time I do this. So all these other hate mails I get, it is what it is. Take care. I'll see you tomorrow when we got an update on Tyree Nichols. And the live is tomorrow night at 7 o'clock every Friday night. You guys be there. Check you later.